Welcome to the Bellefleur Tire Shop Grand Falls Griffith Rapids postgame show. Pleased to be joined by former Rapids defenseman Ethan Kane. Eth, it's been a while. How you been, my man?
I've been good. It's nice to be back, though. Nice to be back in the arena, see the atmosphere and everything, and see the guys. It's nice.
It's good to have you back. So first off, what have you been up to lately for a lot of people who don't know what's going on in your life?
Not too much. Took a step away from hockey and kind of try to start my life a little bit, my career. So that's what I'm into right now. But it is nice to be back. So.
Hey, it's good to have you back. Now you've been to a couple of games this season, which is it's good to see you around the rink, of course.
Yeah.
What are you thinking when you see this team on the ice so far compared to previous years?
They're fast. They forward check hard, and they're just getting the job done. Really, like that's all I can see when I'm looking out there is fast, hard forward check and getting the job done. So.
Now, this is the first time in franchise history that they're making the playoffs. Obviously, a much different team than we've seen in previous years. What do you like out there? What have you seen that's, aside from the speed, what have you seen out there that's really kind of drawing your attention?
I think they got a lot of chemistry. They got a good chemistry going right now. It's really clicking, and I think that's what excites people to come watch and just see the plays that they make out there is unreal, and how hard they play, how fast they play. It's super good hockey to watch. So
there's something you said there that really caught my attention. It excites people to come watch.
Yeah.
You got the chance to put on that Rapids jersey once upon a time. The fans have been unbelievable this season. They have been loud and proud and ready to cheer on this team. What was it like when you played here, having that fan support?
Oh, it was amazing. Like I said, it was my first year junior, so coming here I didn't know what to expect and all that, but having the Grand Falls community behind you, it means a lot, and they really support every player that puts on the Rapids jersey. So. And
that's the important thing. I think once you have the fan base behind you, it's going to get you places, a lot of places. And a lot of people don't really think about that when they're thinking about the team.
Exactly.
But obviously a big playoffs coming. Are you planning on coming to a few more games?
I am. Hopefully I can come out to a few, and it would be nice. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
And I think if anybody can get the crowd riled up, it's got to be you.
I'll try my best.
There we go. Former Rapids defenseman Ethan Kane joining me. Ethan, thanks for taking the time to do this.
Yeah,
it was great to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right. So, where do we begin with this game? Ethan Kane joining us on the postgame. Oh, let me fix the camera here real fast, because I think it's a little bit out of alignment. Yeah, now we're cooking. So, Ethan Kane joined us on the postgame to talk about his life, where he's at right now, putting his input on what the fans mean, and of course, you guys make all of the difference when it comes to cheering on the boys. So, where do we begin? It was a solid night on the blue line for the boys. It started off with Nathan DeBroy getting his very first goal as a Grand Falls Rapid, his final regular season home game, and he got his first goal as a Rapid. Does not get better than that. 2 minutes and 52 seconds in. We've been preaching this. It worked. Yes. Finally. They didn't get scored on in the first 5 minutes. It's a miracle. Well, against Miramichi anyway. And not only that, Anton Topolnitsky decides to double down at the 6-minute mark with his 5th goal of the season. Actually, and you know what? I remember making a little bit of it's sort of a joke, but also sort of not. If you're a card collector, you know that anything that's jersey numbered, so like let's say that Matthews wears number 34, and the card's like 34 out of 100. Wouldn't that make it a lucky goal a little bit too? Because this is, his 5th. Okay, I'm just trailing off at this point. It's his 5th goal of the season, and scored by number 5, Anton Topolnitsky, of course. So, Anton got his 5th of the season. Then that would be it for a good chunk of the game, or a good chunk of the first period, rather. Second period starts, Austin Walker gets one back short-handed for the Timberwolves, and I think at this point a lot of people were just like, whoa, that power play was not good. We'll put it that way. That power play was not one of their better ones. And hey, listen, you're going to have a rough power play every so often. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, it wasn't the end of the game, or it wasn't the end of the day, because on that same power play, though they got scored on short-handed, short. You see where I'm going with this? Short, yeah. Bailey Shortall strikes on the power play, his 13th of the season, to give the Rapids a 3-1 lead heading into the third period, and it was smooth sailing from here. except for the fact that Giguère would get one back, and then, well, it was pretty much nerve-wracking and nail-biting until the very end of the game. It kind of was a little bit bone-chilling. Join in if you have any other adjectives that I can use, but it was a really close game and very, very stressful up in the booth for a good chunk of the time. But nonetheless, was a very entertaining game. And for the longest time, I've been a fan of this team for 8 years since their inception. I've been, a part of the broadcast crew, PA announcing. I've been a part of this team for the better part of 3 years now. The fact that the Rapids will play for first place on Sunday is just something out of a movie. First off, they clinched the playoffs, and I think that was a huge achievement in itself. But now you add on top of that they're contending for first place. They're playing for first place in the Eastlink North Division. People don't realize how big that is. You go up against the West Kent Steamers, and if you win, you finish not only with home ice advantage, but you win the division in the regular season. That's huge. And, we're talking major huge. So we're going to have to wait and see how the final game of the season finishes. Of course, the Edmonton Blizzard, they could still tie with the Rapids tomorrow, and should West Kent win, it's possible that the Rapids could finish in second place. Based on goal differential, maybe not. We'll see. But anything is possible, of course. The goal differential, of course, the Blizzard, if it were to come down to a tie, have the advantage. But at the end of the day, if the Rapids are able to play the way that they did tonight and play their game, get in there and get solid and get pucks to the net, score first, make sure that they're capitalizing on the power play opportunities and not letting up shorthanded goals, then for sure this game will be a big one for them. Will it be an easy one? Hell no. Hell no, it won't be an easy one. But it's going to be an entertaining one, and to say the very least, it could be, for the first time in franchise history, that the Rapids will take the lead in the Eastlink North Division, finish in first place in the playoffs, and hopefully they'll win the Eastlink North Division when it comes to the playoffs. So with that said, this has been such a memorable season throughout the course of the year. Everything from the 8-0 start at home to the craziness of the second half, up to Christmas break when they beat the Chaleur Lightning on that last game before the break, and then everything in between, of course, with these amazing jerseys that are being worn tonight. Make sure that you are bidding on those. We'll throw a quick little reminder in after that. But nonetheless, just an incredible effort by these boys all season long. And that makes me a little bit curious. I want to know what your favorite part of this season was. It could be anything from the goals, the assists, the highlight reels. Could just be spending time at the rink and going to the games. I want you to comment down below what your favorite part of the Rapids season was, and bonus question, what you're looking forward to most about the playoffs. Is it the atmosphere? Is it the fact that the Rapids are in the playoffs? I'm going to keep plugging that until the day that I kick the bucket. I will say that, knock on wood. But just let me know down below what your favorite part of the regular season was and what you're looking forward to during the course of the playoffs. With that being said, I am going to head off and reserve my voice because I'm going to need a lot of voice rest before the playoffs. For those who don't know, broadcasting takes a lot of voice and a lot of rest and warm-ups and everything in between. So I am going to have some great calls during the first game of the playoffs. I want this building to get loud, and I mean loud. It was good tonight. It was a very good crowd, but make sure that you are getting loud out there. I want to see this place full and louder than it's ever been before. And you never know. Good things happen when you make noise. That's going to be my wise words of wisdom to end off this episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification for all future content, including all of the craziness that is coming in the off-season, which, well, hopefully won't be for a little while yet, but you're going to want to stay tuned to the channel for all of the amazing and exciting stuff that is to come. Until then, this has been Tyler Rains of the Bellefleur Tire Shop, Grand Falls, Greenfoot Rapids post-game show. And for the final time during the regular season, go Rapids go.